Went in late. I was 28 when I went in. I just wanted to serve this great nation and be a part of something big and greater than myself and kind of give back.
In giving back, Richard Silva gave a lot. A sergeant in the United States Marine Corps, he was deployed to Fallujah, Iraq in 2004 as part of Operation Iraqi Freedom. In charge of a fire team of 5 guys, they provided security, and on August 15th of that year, a vehicle blew up their checkpoint minutes after Richard had been relieved. His friend and fellow Marine Jeffrey Perez was gravely wounded.
Just cradled him, telling him how appreciative I was and that he was a good Marine, that I loved him, and unfortunately he died there in my arms.
9 days prior, Richard says they had this conversation on a rooftop while patrolling.
He said, "Hey, if something happens to me, I want you to name a kid after me." And I was laughing because I was like, okay, I have 2 daughters in junior high. There's no way I'm going to start over. And you know, I'm laughing, and I could look at his face, and Perez was serious.
They made the same promise to one another, and 3 years later, Richard and his wife found out she was pregnant.
We went for the ultrasound, found out it was going to be a boy, and we knew what we were going to do, you know, fulfill that promise.
All these years later, it still brings tears, but smiles as well. Turns out his son, Perez, is so much like his namesake.
If you believe in, I guess, karma or reincarnation, it's like having him here all over again. He's always trying to make me smile and laugh as my son, and it just embodies who he was, and I think the name is definitely suiting for him.
As for Richard, he is still having surgeries and has had more than 3 dozen operations for the injuries he sustained when he was blown up 2 days after Perez died. He suffered a broken neck, a collapsed lung, and nearly lost his leg.
But I have an implant in my right leg. I have like 6 screws in my left elbow, 9 in my right shoulder. I have a neck implant.
His heroism was rewarded last year when Citizens Bank and the Military Warriors Support Foundation gave him a new Ford Escape. It helps with getting Perez to his games. He plays travel hockey, but it also helps with so much more.
I had surgery not too long ago, so it allows me to go to physical therapy, allows me to go to my doctor's appointments, and then it allows me to give back, so I try to pay it forward.
Richard lives in Macomb, but he has to go to the VA in Ann Arbor and takes other veterans to their appointments. He has also started his own organization called Hit the Cut, giving sports equipment to the children of first responders and servicemen and women.
Doing stuff like this is our best way of paying it forward.
The true spirit of a United States Marine, always serving, always giving, always thinking of others, present and past.
If you look at all the branches, the Marines are the only one with a hymn. And if you look at the last verse, it says, "If you ever look on heaven's scene, you will see the gates guarded by the United States Marines." So I know Jeffrey Perez is on post, and someday I'm going to relieve him.
In Dearborn, Amy Lang, Fox 2 News.